Welcome. It's You and the Law on Niger State Television with me, Hadiza Mohammed. On today's edition of You and the Law, we are going to be talking to some executives of the newly inaugurated members of the Nigerian Bar Association. We are going to talk to the chairman of Suleja branch, the chairperson of Young Lawyers Forum, the vice chairman of Mina branch, as well as the chairman of Mina branch of MBA in person of Barrister Muhammad Abdulkadir Waziri, and hear their interactions with the newly sworn in CJ in person of Honorable Justice Alima. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our presentation. You and the Law. It's a program designed by Niger State Television to talk to you, our esteemed viewer, about your rights, responsibilities, duties, as well as issues that concerns your security. Watch You and the Law every Monday, as we always urge you to stay out of trouble and be law abiding. My name is Hadiza Mohammed.
I'm Mohammed Waziri Abdulkadir, the chairman of MBA Mina. Well, a lot has happened in this few time that we have emerged as the leadership of MBA Mina. First of all, we ensure that we partner with relevant stakeholders in the administration of justice. So we reach out to National Human Rights Commission, first of its kind in this jurisdiction. We let them understand that we have a standing Human Rights Committee, statutory committee of MBA, which will partner with them to check right abuses and take up matters that are for indigent litigants and members of the public. We have also, just today, we met with the CJ of Niger State, Honorable Justice Alima Abdul Malik. We familiarized with her, though personally familiarized with her. We also ensure that we bring out areas of collaborations and successful linkages between the bar and the judiciary. And she has given us awards. We've seen members of senior members of public, senior members of our association. In fact, since we make our position known and our agendas have been reeled out, even some political actors that are interested in the administration of Niger State, they are reaching out to see that lawyers, MBA Mina in particular, offer guidance in issues that affect our states. So in these few times, a lot has indeed happened under our watch. We hit the ground running as far as Human Rights Committee is. Like we said, the committee is up and running. We have entered a partnership with stakeholders as far as right abuses are concerned. And like our visit to the CJ, the Chief Judge of Niger State, we also have offered our support in terms of prison discongestion and, like I said earlier, matters that involves indigent litigants, so that will come in. Essentially, Human Rights Committee, it's a pro bono committee. It's our own corporate social responsibility to the society. So we have vibrant members there. Like I said, they are starting off, so it's too early to start counting our gains at this moment. But what I can assure you is we are poised to change the narratives as far as this committee is concerned. We are poised to bring bold interventions as far as the mandate of this committee is. And we have secured commitment, support of those who matter, and we will still reach out to those we are here to reach out to, so that we see that this committee has its mandate properly carried out.
My capacity as the chairman, Human Rights Committee, I also in that committee, one of the major activities being carried out is that we engage in rendering pro bono services to indigent members who cannot afford the services of a lawyer. And mostly we do this in collaboration with other key actors in the justice sector delivery, like the prison service, the police, the judiciary, and other sister agencies. And this we do in, by just like I said, by rendering free legal services. Because like going by the justice sector delivery, that there are some offenses in which no matter what, the accused person must be represented, like mostly like capital offense like murder, rape. Once an accused person is brought before the court, the trial cannot go unless he's being represented by a lawyer. So even though it will take 20 years, in as much as he doesn't get the service, that matter cannot go. So we also on our part come in to make a representation for such kind of cases. Part of our familiarization visit and to synergize with key actors in the administration of the criminal justice system, we made it as a point of duty to visit the controller, Niger State of Correctional Center, and we told him of our visit and familiarization, and also to see that because these days now prisons are overstretched beyond the number it was made for. So we also made an undertaking before them that we will, by assumption of our office, we will try as much as possible to partner with the correctional centers to see how we can reduce the inmates in their custody by maybe engaging in pro bono services, by seeing that some of the cases are given accelerated hearing so that in a sitting or two, the case is done away with instead of him languishing in prison without doing anything. Because as he is and as an awaiting trial, he doesn't know his fate. And the presumption of innocence is still in his favor. So it's better these things are done away with so that he knows his fate, whether he's going to be convicted or not. So that is just one of the undertakings we made at the correctional service.
A lot of green lights. You see, my Lord, the Honorable Chief Judge of Niger State is known and appreciated within the bar community for our stance as far as the legal profession is concerned, and vast knowledge. So we reach out to her to congratulate her, to familiarize with her, and we also tell her some of our challenges. Though coming from us, we feel the issue of autonomy of judiciary, it's supposed to be at the front burner in Niger State. Judiciary is an arm of government, and then when you have judiciary being at the mercy of the executive, so to say, as far as funding is concerned, you see that it will inhibit its proper function. So we made our commitment, unsolicited though, that we will champion this cause, because as far as judiciary is concerned, it is our primary constituencies as lawyers. So it's upon us that we see that it functions properly, and judicial autonomy, which we have started seeing being manifest in some states. It's something we need here, which will make out a voice for it, will reach out to relevant stakeholders to see that it is achievable so that we can have a free and functional arm of government, that's the judiciary. We also look at the issue of ACJA, which is Administration of Criminal Justice Act, which has been domesticated by most states. And I think we share the same concern with my lord, that Niger State is far behind as far as domestication, or let me say, passing our own laws as far as administration of criminal justice. The bill is in the House. So there are lofty, good ideas in this bill, and that is why all relevant stakeholders in administration of criminal justice are calling for it. It's a new dawn entirely in administration of criminal justice. It introduces so many beautiful things. Non-custodial sentences are captured in the new bill, and we also have you agree with me that non-custodial sentences will decongest our prison further, and then there are issues of plea bargaining that have been at center. There are beautiful, beautiful issues that will make a society well governed as far as administration of criminal justice. That's why it pains us, and we table this. And as far as we are also making our voice out, reaching out to State House of Assembly in Niger State, we requested that my lord should also assist us, even though we know she's been doing that, she will assist us in this and lend our voice so that we see that we are not in the minute states that are yet to pass this law. It's embarrassing to find that out of 36 states in Nigeria, we have 33 that are these laws in their state. So Nigeria is not known to be in the list of minorities. So why are we having this? So it's a source of concern anyway, and we said that make our pledge that we'll continue to see that this is done in earnest for us to join other committee of states as far as administration of criminal justice is concerned. There are other internal issues that we discuss. There are issues like that has to do with the judiciary itself, and there are some ethical issues of members of the judiciary and disciplinary issues, which includes members of the bar itself. And it was an interaction that we are both at home with, that we both will partner to see that criminal justice system, administration of justice generally, is far and well better in Niger State.
The Nigerian Bar Association Suleja branch paid a familiarization visit to my Lord, the Honorable Chief Judge of Niger State, to introduce the newly elected executives and to seek ways of collaborations with the CJ and the bar, towards fostering the cause of justice. That is why we came to meet my Lord, and to congratulate her on her recent confirmation as the Chief Judge of Niger State, and to also let her know that new leaders have emerged from the Suleja bar, and that this is what we intend to discuss and we intend to achieve going further in our administration. I would like to also add that the Suleja bar fully supports the call for total unhindered autonomy for the judiciary. Niger State cannot be left behind. All states, our sister states, have passed the bill and it has been assented to. So we are calling on the governor, His Excellency Alhaji Abubakar Sani Bello, to please answer the call and ensure that the bill is passed and assented to. That will be a great credit to him before he leaves office. I will also use this opportunity to call on the government, most especially the Honorable AG and the Speaker of the State Assembly, to ensure that the administration of criminal justice law is also passed. Let Niger State be at par with its peers in the Committee of State. It's so unfortunate that Niger State happens to be the only state so far in the northern Nigeria that has not passed ACJA, and it's so disheartening. I wouldn't want to be labeled as people who are lacking behind. So we call on the government to please do the needful so that we'll be in the Committee of State and we can raise our shoulders high.
We've been getting positive responses. However, we feel it is not enough, because when you look at the issue of administration of criminal justice law, if adopted, it goes a long way to sanitize the criminal administration of justice, i.e. Fast-tracking the issues of litigations, criminal litigations in court. Instead of taking 5-10 years, within a year you are done with. Everybody knows his fate. Now, from the people, the institutions and the stakeholders we've met with, they've given us their words to push for the adoption, and we're hoping by the end of the year we'll adopt the administration of criminal justice law in Niger State, inshallah.
Annual General Conference of the, like it's the name supposes, an annual thing that we do. This year MBA Mina is not left out. We have members, about 100 of our members that have registered, that are also going to participate, and there are also packages put on by the branch to see that welfare of members are taken care of. And this annual ritual of lawyers is an avenue for discussing burning issues, an avenue for connectivities, an avenue to explore new areas of law. So it's really an enriching thing that we all support and that we are sponsoring. We are going to ensure that our members' numbers increase as far as annual general conference is concerned. We're happy. There are branches that you hardly see their presence, but like I told you earlier, and it's still counting. Members are over 100 members that have shown interest, and we've gotten support from all the relevant stakeholders to see that we have each free attendance in annual general conference.
And when you ask what we have for Suleja, like I did state in my inaugural speech, that we intend to leave the bar better than we met it, and that we are going to take issues of training of our members very seriously, and by extension also train judges and of the inferior courts and judicial staffs will give in to that aspect so as to improve the quality of justice delivery. And we also intend to ensure that Suleja Bar is given a facelift in terms of building our bar center to our secretariat, and also to look at other extracurricular activities that has to do with fitness. We understand that lawyers are really under pressure because of the volume of work. So we intend to organize events and activities that will cushion the effects of this blood pressure and stress syndrome. And so many other things. And the Young Lawyers Forum, we have beautiful plans for them, you know, in addition to several, you know, engagements, i.e. the law weeks, the dinners, and so on and so forth that we'll be doing. And I hope that when the time comes, your organization will be there to cover our event so as to, you know, show it to the outside world that this is what Zumaba is doing.
Well, it helps lawyers to synergize with other lawyers from other branches, and it opens the minds of lawyers to new things, because we discuss a lot of things. Like, it's just an example of you meeting with a Lagos branch. We believe in legal practice, Lagos is the most advanced branch in Nigeria. So when you meet, you discuss issues that affect the legal practice in Nigeria generally.
YLF is actually, it was carved out of NBA, so it's just a little body where we as YLF, if you have your issues, you can talk to your chairman, then whatsoever they have, I can now transmit it to the main body, who is the NBA chairman. And we also have a beautiful chairman here in Minada. Okay, it's been said that a YLF chairman is part of the NBA, but most people have not really followed that constitutional view and all of that. But when immediately he assumed office, I was shocked. He added me to the group, and whatsoever they do at Mina, we don't have a break in transmission. He always goes with us, so he has carried us all over, because the constitution says that once you're a chairman, you are supposed to be, and he has effected that. And then, honestly speaking, he's just the very best chairman we can have.
All on NSTV, the power station.
You and the Law. It's a program designed by Niger State Television to talk to you, our esteemed viewer, about your rights, responsibilities, duties, as well as issues that concerns your security. Watch You and the Law every Monday, as we always urge you to stay out of trouble and be law abiding. My name is Hadiza Mohammed.
I would like to call on our viewers, my fellow Nigerites, to first and foremost attempt to know the law. Let them know what the law is all about, so as not to fall victim of violation of the law, because ignorance of the law excuses no one. So it is important that we know the law, and that when we know the law, we should fight for our rights. We shouldn't allow anyone to trample upon our rights, and when that is done, they should contact bodies like NBA. NBA has a human rights committee that does assist in areas of violation of human rights with respect to people that are indigent, that don't have the means to cater for themselves. So it's important that we know the law, and then we try to abide by the law, so that there's this saying that when you comply with the law, you will live in peace.
Well, viewers, this is where we come to the end of today's edition of You and the Law on Niger State Television. Like you know, this program is designed to talk to you about your rights, responsibilities, duties, as well as issues that concerns their security. Don't also forget that the ignorance of the law should not be an excuse. You should also remember that where your rights end is where another person's rights begins. Always learn to stay out of trouble. Until we come your way again with a fresh package of the program, I remain Hadiza Muhammad saying bye for now.
You and the Law is a program that talks to you, our esteemed viewers, about your rights, responsibilities, duties, as well as issues that concerns your security. Watch You and the Law live on Mondays on NSTV channel UHF 25. It promises to be informative and educative. Be part of the program, as we always urge you to stay out of trouble and be law-abiding. Don't be told. Join us.